Noticed oil leaking from between your engine and transmission? You could be dealing with a rear main seal failure, and it's one of the most expensive oil leaks your car can develop. In this video, we'll explain what the rear main seal does, why it fails, how to spot the symptoms, and whether it's worth fixing. What is a rear main seal? The rear main seal is a circular rubber seal located at the very back of your engine, right where it connects to the transmission. Its job is to keep engine oil from leaking out where the crankshaft exits the engine. It's a small part with a big job. If it starts leaking, oil can seep out slowly or pour out rapidly, depending on the severity. But here's the real issue. Replacing it is labour intensive because the transmission or engine has to come out. That's why it's one of the most feared oil leaks among DIYers and professional mechanics alike. Common symptoms of a rear main seal leak. So how do you know if it's your rear main seal? Look for these signs. Oil dripping from the bell housing area, a large slow-growing puddle under the centre of the car, strong smell of burning oil if it hits hot exhaust, low oil level with no obvious leak source, engine oil on the flywheel or clutch in manual cars. One tricky part is that rear main seal leaks are often misdiagnosed as oil pan or transmission leaks. If you're not sure, a UV dye test with a black light can help pinpoint the source. Why rear main seals fail? The rear main seal is under constant pressure from crankshaft rotation. Over time, it can fail due to age and heat cycling, rubber hardens, engine blow-by creating crankcase pressure, low oil levels or infrequent oil changes, worn crankshaft or seal groove, poor quality oil additives or previous repair attempts, if the PCV system is clogged or malfunctioning, pressure builds inside the crankcase, and that pressure has to go somewhere. Often, it forces oil past the weakest point, the rear main seal. That's why regular PCV system maintenance can indirectly help extend seal life. How serious is it? Can you drive with it? The answer depends on the severity. A very light weep? You might drive for months with only minor top-ups, but if oil is pooling or burning off, it's a matter of time before you run dry, and that can destroy your engine. Even a slow leak can become a major issue if ignored. Over time, leaked oil collects on the flywheel, clutch disc, or torque converter. That not only creates performance problems, but it can also contaminate sensors, increase emissions, and lead to other failures down the line. What it costs to repair. Replacing a rear main seal can be costly, not because of the part, but because of the labour. The seal itself usually costs $26, but labour can run $600 to over $1,200 depending on your vehicle. On front-wheel drive cars, the transmission has to be dropped. On some trucks and AWD systems, cross-members, drive shafts and exhausts have to come off first. It's not just a repair, it's an operation. Can you fix it without removing the transmission? There are a few temporary solutions that can slow down or reduce leaking. High-mileage oils often contain seal conditioners that help rejuvenate worn rubber, making them a good option if you're not ready for a full repair. You can also try rear main seal stop leak products. These are specially formulated to soften and swell the seal slightly, sealing up minor weeps. Brands like Blue Devil, ATP AT205, and Lucas Engine Oil Stop Leak are popular options. Just be aware, if the seal is badly damaged or torn, no fluid will fix it. These are stopgap solutions, not a cure. There are also specialty tools and partial disassembly methods for some models, but they rarely work as well as doing it properly. If you're planning to sell the car or need a temporary fix, it's worth a try, but don't expect miracles. When to repair it, and what to watch for. Here's the bottom line. If the leak is bad, you're topping up oil regularly, or you notice performance issues, it's time to fix it. A rear main seal replacement makes the most sense when you're already replacing a clutch or transmission, the engine or gearbox is coming out for other work, oil loss is affecting drivability or safety. It's one of those while you're in there jobs that makes more sense bundled with other services. Also worth noting, some manufacturers redesign their rear seals due to high failure rates, so ask your mechanic if there's an upgraded part available for your car. Rear main seal leaks are one of the most dreaded oil leaks, not because they're deadly on day one, but because they're expensive to ignore. Keep an eye on your oil level, pay attention to new drips, and inspect under your car every few weeks. Early diagnosis can save you a lot of money and headaches. Have you dealt with a rear main seal? Was it worth the fix? Or did you ride it out? Share your story in the comments and subscribe to Auto Care Academy for more honest, practical car care advice.